Gotcha. I got what it started with. 789, you said?
That is after my bad joke. So broadcast is live. Thank you, Joseph. Petros, thank you.
789.
Josh, Allison, Matt Cisco, Adam, Monica, whenever you're ready. Thank you. Now, Joseph, I don't know if Bob's going to put up with your antics this time around, so I'm just giving you fair warning from last time out.
What are you talking about, antics?
Yes, I'd like to know myself. What are you referring to?
We'll tell you later.
We had some spirited discussion around some answers. It was all in good fun. All in good fun. So.
Okay, well, I'm not much for fun.
Bob, you are the best.
I make the games run on
We're
time.
not here for fun.
No, I make the games run on time. It's a pun. No, I think I can. I think I can cope with and whatever happens.
All right.
Well, all in good sportsmanship. We had a match yesterday that ended in double overtime. We had a tie, and then we had an extra category, and that ended in a tie, and it came down to the last question, and everybody could not have been more sportsmanlike, and it was great. So I see no reason not to expect that. Although as I look at the rogues gallery of faces below me here, I'm not so sure. Shall we go, Dan?
We are good to go. Hey, Allison, can you come on mic quickly? Just make sure everybody's mics work before we get going here.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Adam, could you do the same?
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. I've heard from Joseph. I've heard from Josh. I've heard from Cisco. Misha, we heard you when you came in. Petros, we heard from you. Monica, you are the last in the cavalcade of stars. Fantastic. Yes, we can hear you.
Excellent.
We are good to go, Bob. I will share my screen and mute myself because no one came to listen to me, and you're good to go.
Thank you. Well, welcome to those of you who are watching to match 45 between the multiple victorious House of Train and STD Awakens. Yes, the STD team, as they like to be known. One of the things we found is that as we get closer and closer to the finale of the tournament, passions get a little bit more intense. But as I mentioned to the players before the broadcast began, yesterday we had one of the greatest matches ever, if not the greatest, with two well-matched teams for whom everything was on the line. The first game ended in a tie, and when there's a tie, we do another full category. That ended in a tie, and it all came down to the final question on the final thing, and the team ended up winning by 1 or 2 points. Anyway, it was really fraught, and yet the sportsmanship and the good humor and the sense of fun was very much there. So I have no reason to believe that that will be any different, especially under the expert tutelage and control of the string pullers for House of Train. That's Josh. Josh, can we get a nice wave? There he is. In fact, let's get a wave and a smile from all of the House of Train, shall we? So that the viewers at home know who you are. Okay, now the other team's going to have to ratchet up the smiles. The captain is Petros. Can we get a wave from you? And a hello from the other members of STD Awakens. There they are. You'll meet them as we go along. I remind the players that the #1 rule that we've got to follow is that when you unmute, there can be no consultation. Okay, and we're getting stricter and stricter on these rules because so much is depending on it. We don't want to go down the road of warning, losing points, forfeit. We don't even want to get to the first step of that road. We don't want to ease on down it. We don't want to step on it. So let's just remember that this is as if you 8 were in a room, in the same room, and when you buzz in, there's no consulting. When you buzz in, you commit and you answer. Dan and I will endeavor to police that, but I'm sure the captains and the individuals will police it as well. So hopefully we won't have to be strict. We can just have fun as we go into our first round. And the points are 1 to 5. I remind the players, just a helpful hint, you might want to jot down the category for yourself just because, it's important to see it, or at least remember it. So the first category is the feminine mistake. The feminine mistake. Okay, here we go. Good luck to both teams. For 1 point, in September 1533, this second wife of Henry VIII gave birth to a girl. Huge mistake on her part. Joseph.
Anne Boleyn.
That was Anne Boleyn. First blood to STD Awakens. 1 point. The feminine mistake for 2. Years of hard drinking led to her August 1st, 1903 death at about age 51. She's buried in Deadwood. Years of hard drinking. Josh.
Calamity Jane.
Calamity Jane is right for 2 points. I tried to put a little Western twinge into my voice. Could you hear it? Maybe, maybe not. Well, anyway, 2 to 1. Feminine mistake for 3. This lady of myth boasted of her beauty to Athena, who was a teensy bit jealous. Joseph?
Would that be Helen of Troy?
It would not. We subtract 3 points, and I'll use my golf announcer voice. Now the blue team, House of Train, can consult for 10 seconds, and Josh, the captain, will either respond or pass. This lady of myth boasted of her beauty to Athena, who was a teensy bit jealous and gave her a monster makeover. This is House of Train. Josh will consult with the team. I'll repeat the entire question. Go ahead. You want to respond?
Was that Medusa?
Medusa is correct. So a little bit of a switch, but lots of points ahead, and boldness always pays off in this game, as a rule.
And can Monica test her buzzer real quick? She was having difficulty.
Sure. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go for 4 points, the feminine mistake. Maybe working as a double agent for France and Germany wasn't such a good idea. She was executed. Joseph?
Mata Hari.
Mata Hari was executed on October 15, 1917. Correct for 2 points. You're out of the hole. Finally, for 5 points, she was wrong, but in 1951, she thought folks would not have a problem with her running for vice president of Argentina. She was wrong, but Joseph?
Eva Peron.
Evita Peron is correct for 5 points. 7 to 5 the score at the end of the first category. These next ones are pretty brief, teams, so be ready to jump on them. The category is their first #1 pop hit. Their first #1 pop hit. I will give you the pop hit and the year. You give me the artist. Okay? I guess artists, since it says their first #1 pop hit. But, you'll take it as it comes. Here we go for 1 point. Every Breath You Take, 1983. Josh.
The Police.
Police is right for 1 point. For 2 points. Sunshine on My Shoulders, 1974. Misha.
John Denver.
John Denver is correct. 2 more points for STD Awakens. For 3. Sunshine Superman, 1966. Monica?
Donovan.
The Great Donovan, 3 points. Well done. Scores tied up, 9 to 9. For 4 points, Ms. Jackson, 2001. Ms. Jackson, 2001. Misha.
Outcast.
Outcast is right. A triple stumper on the show. Well done, my friend. Finally, for 5 points, Owner of a Lonely Heart, 1984. Owner of a... Misha?
ELO.
That is incorrect. I'll repeat the clue for the blue team, and you have a chance to extend your lead, House of Train. Owner of a Lonely Heart, 1984.
We're going to pass.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes was the answer. Yes. Yes, you pass. Okay, 9-8. I didn't know that one either. Was it a triple stumper? No. Okay, here we go. Rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals. For its state mineral, Colorado chose rhodochrosite, which is a deep shade of this primary color. For its state mineral, Colorado chose rhodochrosite, which is a deep shade of this primary color. Misha.
Red.
Red is correct for 1 point. Rocks and minerals for 2. Scoria, a dark, glassy rock created from this, is heavier than pumice and has bigger holes. Scoria, a dark, glassy rock. Joseph?
Lava.
Lava is right. Well done, sir. That was a triple stumper on the show. Here we go for 3 points. Galena, Galena, is the principal ore of this metallic element. Joseph?
Aluminum.
Incorrect. We subtract 3 points. Over to you, Josh. I'll give you the full clue. Galena is the principal ore of this metallic element, symbol PB. Galena is the principal ore of this metallic element, symbol PB.
Lead.
Lead is right. A triple stumper on the show, by the way, House of Train. Well done, 12-8 the score. It's going back and forth. That's how we like it.
I'm sorry.
Yes?
I'm not responding. It's not updating. So what do I do?
Which is not your buzzer's not responding?
Buzzer's not responding.
Mine isn't either.
All right, hold on 1 second. All right, the score is still working on my end. Adam, can you give me a test buzz? Okay. So Monica, still nothing for you?
Yeah, I mean, it basically just frozen on my screen.
Okay, Joseph, how about yourself?
I don't even have a buzzer here.
Can you refresh the page you're on?
That's what I'm trying to do. And
Monica, are you on mobile?
I am, yeah.
Okay. And Joseph, you are as well, right?
yes.
Okay. Just to keep tabs of where
It
we
seems like
stand.
it's still working. It's just unresponsive.
Game code is 789, right?
789, correct. Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Stop it.
Because it ate 9.
Mm-hmm. It's a good joke, Bob. Don't put it down.
A terrible joke.
It kills at preschools.
And after the second or third or fourth retelling, loses
Okay.
its...
I think I'm. There we go.
There you go.
Does that work?
It did work.
It did work,
All right.
Monica?
Excellent. Thanks.
There you go.
How about
Onward
Monica?
ho.
We're good to go?
Yep, let's do
Unless
it.
you want more bad knock-knock or preschool jokes, yes, we're good to continue moving forward.
I would rather be hit on the head with rocks and minerals than hear that joke again. Here we go for 4 points. Score 12-8. Favor House of Train. This blackboard rock is formed when shale is... Joseph?
Slate.
Slate is correct for 4 points. And the score's tied up again. Let's try to break the tie with rocks and minerals for 5. On the Mohs scale, M-O-H-S scale, this mineral can be scratched by every other mineral. On the Mohs scale, Misha?
Talc.
Very good. Talc, yes. Triple stumper on the show again, sir. But it's the softest, and therefore it's correct. So See, Think, Destroy, Awakens, 17. House of Train, 12. Next category, Ye Old Big Apple. Ye Old Big Apple. For 1 point. In 1967, New York City ordered all officially licensed taxis painted this color. In 1967, Misha?
Yellow.
They are yellow for 1 point. Ye Old Big Apple for 2. Facing Boston. He fittingly hit the first home run in Yankee Stadium in 1923. Facing Boston, Misha?
Babe Ruth.
That's right. That's where he was traded from. 2 points. 3 points. Into the 1840s, sanitation on Wall Street was handled by thousands of these porcine wanderers. Into the 1840s, sanitation on Wall Street, Joseph?
Hogs.
Hogs, I'll take it. Hogs, pigs, and notice they came back to Wall Street years later. Here we go for 4 points. Construction of the Empire State Building began in Construction of the Empire State Building began in 1930 on the site of this hyphenated hotel that moved to Park Avenue. Construction of the Empire State Building. Petros?
The Waldorf Astoria.
That is correct for 4 points. The Waldorf Astoria is right. Finally, ye olde for 5. Workplace safety was reformed after this March 1911 fire at this garment factory. Workplace safety was reformed after the March 1911 fire at this garment factory. 5 seconds. Time, well worth remembering, teams, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. The Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. Okay, we go to annual events. Annual events for 1 point. The score, 27, Seething Destroy Awakens, 12, House of Train. Annual events for 1. For 2008, the green dyeing of the Chicago River was scheduled for 10:45 a.m. on this holiday. Misha?
St. Patrick's Day.
Of course, St. Patrick's Day, 1 point. That's the annual event. For 2 points. July's designation as this activity's month conflicts with the advice from your mom, don't pick up strangers. July's designation as, Adam?
Hitchhiking.
Yes, July is National Hitchhiking Month. Don't pick up strangers, Mom said. Okay, 28-14. Annual events for 3. The federal holiday listed in the U.S. Code as Washington's birthday is generally known by this name. Joseph? Joseph?
President's Day.
President's Day is right. I heard it, yes. Let's try to be quick on the uptake with the muting and unmuting teams. For 4 points. This Argentine city honors the tango many times, including the annual World Joseph?
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires has the annual World Tango Championship every August, in case you want to schedule your Argentinian trip. Okay, finally, 5 points. Great blues music and barbecue cook-offs are attractions at this city's May Beals. Allison?
Memphis.
Memphis. Very good. They're always afraid somebody will say New Orleans, but Beale Street, of course, is in Memphis. Well done. Okay. For our last 1 to 5 category, furniture words. Furniture words. Something up for debate is on it. Someone who's had a few too many drinks can end up under it. Misha?
The table.
On the table or under the table. Correct for 1 point. For 2 points. In 1965, members of this included Robert McNamara and Stuart Udall. Misha?
The cabinet.
The cabinet was the furniture word for 2 points. Furniture words for 3. Stretch out in this garden area in which plants are grown, or perhaps here at the bottom of a lake. Stretch out in this garden area in which plants are grown, or perhaps here at the bottom of a lake. Petros.
A bed?
Bed is correct. That's the furniture word for 3 points. Sorry, that was a 3-pointer. For 4 points. This empire began around 1300 and lasted until, Misha?
Ottoman.
The Ottoman Empire until 1922. That was the furniture word. And finally, for 5 points, to phrase your words in a specific way. to phrase your Monica.
Couch.
Couch is right for 5 points. Protecting against the run of the category. And we end with no possibility of a tie. Thank heaven. That was really nerve-inducing yesterday. STD Awakens 45, House of Train 24. A word to the viewers, the players know this, that gap is not insurmountable by any means. We've had teams come back from huger gaps than that to win. Lots of points in the second round. From 2 to 10, everything can change, but we're going to start with Greek and Roman potpourri. Greek and Roman potpourri. I thought that sounded pretty classy and fancy for this group. Here we go. I love this. I love this whole board. Greek and Roman potpourri for 2. This term, this form of ancient transport is mentioned in the Beach Boys hit Fun, Fun, Fun. This form of ancient transport is mentioned, Monica.
Chariot.
Chariot is right for 2 points. Yeah, I forget the exact lyric, but it's in there. No points for remembering it, by the way. For 4 points. By the 400s BC, the Greeks had perfected 3 orders of architecture: Ionic, Corinthian, and this oldest one. Joseph?
Doric.
Doric is correct for 4 points. Extending your lead a little bit. For 6 points. When the 14th letter of the Greek alphabet is spelled in English, it's 2 letters long. And this quantity in Roman numerals. Misha?
By. I'm just off.
Okay, that's incorrect. It's an opportunity for you. Josh, you can consult with your team. When the 14th letter of the Greek alphabet is spelled in English, it's 2 letters long, and this quantity in Roman numerals. They have 10 seconds to consult and respond or pass, but only Captain Josh may speak.
We're going to pass.
Okay. Anybody on the other team know, just for fun? The 14th letter of the Greek alphabet is XI. XI, so 11 was what we were looking for. 11. Okay. Narrowed the gap a little bit. For 8 points, Greek and Roman potpourri. Some Roman villas used a hypocaust system to provide central this. Some Roman villas used a, Joseph?
Central heating.
Heating is right for 8 points. 51 to 26, and we end with a surprise substitution, surprise substitution, surprise substitution, la 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 la. Okay. For 10 points, the category is endgame, and the letter N is in quotes. Endgame. The letter N is in quotes. From the Arabic for hunting horn, it's another name for mother of pearl. From the Arabic for hunting horn, Joseph?
Knacker.
Knacker is right for 10 points. I thought that was a good substitution in that category. And now we go into Kevin Sent. Kevin Sent. It's hyphenated. Kevin Sent. You'll get the hang of it. For 2 points. As Harold, he caught the big chill in 1983. As Harold, Misha?
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon is incorrect. We'll throw it over to House of Train. As Harold, he caught the big chill in 1983.
We're going to pass.
Really? Oh, it's Kevin Kline. Kevin Kline played Harold in The Big Chill. Okay. Kevin Sent for 4. This ex-SNL Weekend Update anchor went on to Showtime's, Misha?
Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Nealon went on to Weeds as Doug Wilson. Okay, got a few points back. And then some. For 6 points. In 2007, this Timberwolves superstar was traded to the Celtics. Misha?
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett is right. Kevin sent for 8 points. In one film, he said that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. In another, he played a lawyer. Misha?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is right, determined to prove the opposite. And finally, for 10 points, he went from Hercules to outer space as the captain of Andromeda. Misha?
Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo is right for 10 points. Bigger gap now, 87 to 26. House of Train is going to want to put some fuel in the boiler. Here we go for 2 points. Book dedications is the next category. Book dedications for 2 points. Appropriately, he dedicated Our Mutual Friend to Sir James Emerson Tennant as a memorial of friendship. Joseph?
Charles Dickens.
Believe it or not, that was a triple stumper on the show, but you were not stumped. That's 2 points. That's correct. He dedicated The Beautiful and Damned to Shane, Leslie, George, Nathan, and Maxwell Perkins for their literary help. He dedicated The Beautiful and Damned to Shane, Leslie, George, Nathan, and Maxwell Perkins for their literary help. 5 seconds. Time. Beautiful and Damned is one of the least, apparently, evidently, least known works by F. Scott Fitzgerald, whose editor Maxwell Perkins was. F. Scott Fitzgerald, another, by the way, another triple stumper on the show. Here we go for 6 points. They dedicated as follows: to the president's other men and women who took risks to provide confidential information. They dedicated as follows. Joseph?
Woodward and Bernstein.
That is right. Woodward and Bernstein for All the President's Men, the other men and women. Here we go. For 8 points. His memoir, Night, is, quote, in memory, Josh?
Eli Weitzel.
I'll accept it. It's Elie Wiesel. That's right. 8 points. To the memory of my parents and of my little sister, Zipporah.
Very nice, Josh.
Well done. Finally, for 10 points, this Willa Cather novel about a Bohemian girl was dedicated, quote, in memory of affections, Joseph?
My Antonia.
My Antony is correct. Another triple stumper on the show, another 10 points, and you're in the 3-digit vein. 105 to 34. As we go to pasta, my favorite category of all, pasta. For 2 points. Most Catholics know Paternoster as the Lord's this, but it's also a pasta great in soups. Joseph?
Our Father.
Incorrect. I will I'll repeat the question for House of Train. Most Catholics know Paternoster as the Lord's this, but it's also a pasta that's great in soups.
The Lord's Prayer.
Prayer is right for 2 points. Yeah. Okay.
Do we get that one?
Yes, that's
I guess,
2 points
okay.
for House of Train.
Yeah, you get it. I'm giving it to you.
Well, I think they sort of took it, but we won't quibble. Here we go. Pasta for 4. This body part sometimes precedes macaroni in the name of a pasta. Josh?
Elbow.
Elbow is right for 4 points. Pasta for 6. Rotelle, R-O-T-E-L-L-E, look like these, complete with spokes. Rotelle, Joseph?
Wheels.
Wheels is right for 6 points, complete with spokes. Pasta for 8 points. The USMC can tell you that Fidellini means little these ones. The USMC can tell you that Fidellini means little these ones. Joseph?
Faithful Ones.
Little faithful ones, yes. Fidelini is Semper Fidelis. Semper Fi. Finally, pasta for... I was a triple stumper, by the way. Pasta for 10. Gemelli, meaning this in Italian, looks like two strands of... Joseph?
Twins.
Hey, my Goomba. I should hope we would know those. Twins is right for 10 points. Okay. Duchy is our next question. D-U-C-H-Y. Duchy. Duchy. For 2 points. A grand duchy with the name of this city was created by Napoleon in 1807 to help restore the Polish state. A grand duchy with the name of this city was created by Napoleon in 1807 to help restore the Polish state. Time. The 2-pointer, the most obvious Polish city, Warsaw. Warsaw. For 4 points. Devastated by fire in 1713 and 1808, this city was made the capital of the Grand Duchy of Finland in 1812. Devastated, Joseph?
Helsinki.
Helsinki is correct for 4 points. Duchy for 6. Antwerp in this country used to be in the Duchy of Brabant. Antwerp, Joseph?
Netherlands.
Incorrect. Subtract 6 points. Here you go, Josh. Antwerp in this country used to be in the Duchy of Brabant.
Belgium.
Belgium is right. Antwerp, Belgium for 6. Here we go for 8 points. The 16th century Florentine Cosimo de' Medici ruled the Duchy of this Italian, Joseph?
Firenze.
Incorrect. We subtract 8
Florence.
points.
Tuscany.
Here we go, Josh. The 16th century Florentine Cosimo de' Medici ruled the Duchy of this Italian region.
Tuscany.
I would say this time he did give it to you. 8 points is correct. Tuscany. Or, as Sylvester the Cat would say, Tuscany. Tuscany. All right. Here we go. Duchy for 10. In October 2000, Grand Duke Jean handed over the reins of this duchy to his son, Crown Prince Henri. In October 2000, Grand Duke Jean handed over the reins of this duchy to his son, Crown Prince Henri. Time. You had to figure it'd be on the board somewhere. The only duchy I know of off the top of my head, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg. Luxembourg is what we were looking for. Okay, here's our final category in the final round of this match. It's to the left-hand side, and left is in quotes, so you all know what that means. To the left-hand side. For 2 points. It's a 1962 Tony Bennett classic. It's a 1962, Josh?
I Left My Heart in San Francisco.
That is right, for 2 points. To the left-hand side for 4. Artsy southern section of Paris. Artsy southern section of Paris. Misha?
The left bank.
Left bank is right for 4 points.
La rive gauche.
La rive gauche. Oh. That's right.
See.
Here we go for 6 points. This 5-word phrase was used to clear venues following performances by the King of Rock and Roll. Josh?
Elvis has left the building.
That's the left we wanted for 6 points. Well done. For 8 points. Begun in 2002, President Bush's education initiative. Adam?
No Child Left Behind.
That is right for 8 points. And our final 10-point question. Artist Christy Brown's autobiography about overcoming cerebral palsy to paint. artist Christy Brown's autobiography about overcoming cerebral palsy to paint. Time. It was better known in its movie incarnation, My Left Foot. My Left Foot. But with a final score of 121 to 70, See Think Destroy Awakens, and See Thinks It Destroys House of Train, 121 to 70. A very civilized, very amusing, very classy match. Well done to both teams, but especially to STD Awakens. And we'll see you again.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.